Hello.
Hello, can you see the switch of my slide correctly?
Am I audible now?
Yes, please continue with the first slide.
Oh, thank you. Dear colleagues, I would like to greet all the conference participants from the team of the Frederick National University. I want to thank you for your participation and wish you all success in presentation. The topic of my report, application of thematic and cyber-physical system for increasing the efficiency of the iron ore desliming process, is very relevant for our region, because Frederick region is a metallurgical center of Europe with globally imported iron ore deposits. An important element in the chain of the technological processes of iron ore concentration, obtaining at mining and processing plants is gravity hydraulic beneficiation in deslimers. The use of deslimers, depending on the stage of beneficiation, allows increasing the mass fraction of total iron ore in the sinking end product. It is possible to reduce the negative impact of variable characteristic of iron ore on the productivity and the energy consumption of technological complexes of the processing plant only if there is operational information on the main characteristic of raw material and processing product, which can be obtained by analyzing the behavior of pulp solid phase particles under the action of high energy ultrasound. The idea of the method is that increasing the efficiency of sinking and desliming process of iron ore beneficiation products can be achieved by the special influence of dynamic effects of high energy ultrasound, with controlled characteristic of the ore pulp solid phase particles in the deslimer input product. This allows us to predict the characteristic of the gravitational deposition based on the assessment of the spatial dynamic of the pulp solid phase particles under the controlled action of high energy ultrasound and fuzzy logic inference. The calculation of high energy ultrasound power, which allows the predicted displacement of particles of crushed ore at certain mass in the pulp flow, was carried out based on the result obtained from the study of ultrasonic power from propagation. The concentration of the pulp solid phase in the measurement zone is determined using ultrasonic measurement, and the density of the particle using gamma radiation in the radiometric measuring chain.
मोबाइल से जो ज्वाइन किया उसमें कौन सा नेम रखा है?
I'm sorry. Do you see my slide? It's okay.
Yes, it's fine visible.
Thank you. The graphs of the dependence of the ultrasonic wave attenuation on the frequency, which obtained using the software package Conveyor Toolbox, are presented in this slide. The value determines the acoustic density of the medium. In the region of low frequency, the ultrasonic attenuation is mainly due to viscous integral loss. So the ultrasonic attenuation at this frequency is determined only by the pulp solid phase concentration and doesn't depend on the ore particle size distribution. The use of measuring channel bias of high frequency ultrasonic waves allows the measurement of the size control class content of the crushed ore. The cyber physical system and the program for modeling the crushed ore fraction redistribution in the ore pulp under the influence of the high energy ultrasonic radiation pressure, according to the above expression, were developed. The program made window you can see in this slide. The program allows to vary the crushed ore particle density in the specific size ranges, the geometry of the measurement, the position of the source of the ultrasonic vibration intensity, The concentration of solid phase particles and their size distribution before the simulation are set. The simulated measurement area is represented by a measuring container. The length and diameter of the container can be changed, and it's directly related to the strength of the ultrasound radiation pressure, which is determined by the intensity of ultrasound radiation generated by the source. The measurement range is the number of sections of the measurement zone in which the number of particles falling into them is counted. The evaluation of the crushed or particles distribution by size and density, the useful content was carried out by evaluating their redistribution in the bulk flow under the influence of radiation pressure of high energy ultrasound. In this case, the intensity of ultrasonic waves, which frequency of 5 MHz and 1 MHz, as well as gamma radiation transmitted through the studied medium, was determined. The identification of the obtained independence at the stage of laboratory research was carried out using the MATLAB software. The fuzzy logic toolbox, which is a part of the MATLAB system, contains a set of models that provide the structural identification stage is an interactive mode. At this stage, the number of inputs and outputs of the models is determined. The number of terms and types of accessory function is set, and the knowledge base is formed. The knowledge base formed directly from the result of measurements of the concentration of bulk solid phase, the density of particles, value of the acoustic power radiated into the pool by the working waveguide. And the last value is the value of the electric power supplied to the load by the ultrasonic emitter was used. The structure of model is shown in this picture.
Yes.
Sorry.
हाँ,
The granulometric
ये
characteristic
speaker का
of
सिंपली
the
इंट्रोडक्शन
Deslimus
टाइम का
discharge
हो गया
and
ना
the
इसके
distribution
बाद
of power of phase fraction restored following the simulation
यानी ये
results are
हाँ
shown in slide.
ये थे ये मेन हेड है यूनिवर्सिटी
In the development cyber-physical system for evaluation the efficiency of iron ore Deslimus processing ensures the formation and maintenance of the necessary characteristics of iron ore in its discharge. This allows to reduce the operating time of technological units outside their optimal characteristic and thereby ensure the achievements of the target beneficiation indicators while maximizing productivity and energy efficiency. The results obtained were used in the concentration and development of technical and algorithmic support, technological process, and the mining enterprises of the Krivy region. Thank you for your attention. Krivy National University. Always glad to hear you and see you here in Ukraine.
Thank you, Professor Markham.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Professor Natalia Merkel. That was so great to have you on the session today. And let me introduce her, who she was. She was a Doctor of Science and Engineering Professor and the head of Automation, Computer Science and Technology Department, Kryvyi National University, Ukraine. And she's also the president of Ukraine Prize for Young Scientists, member for Council of Experts of the Ministry of Education and Science for projects. And she is also the member of Sectoral Expert Council, 15 Automation and Instrumentation of the National Agency for Higher Education Quality Assurance. She has over 150 scientific publications, including 49 scopus in 19 Web of Science publications, taking an active part in the scientific and organizational activity. And we are glad to have her today. So thank you, Professor Natalia Morgan, for your wonderful speech. And I would introduce the next our keynote speaker. And before that, I think we had a video to be presented on the screen. So a screen will be shared. Please enjoy that.
Warm greetings to all. Research Culture Society is a government-registered scientific research organization. Society is working for the research community at national and international level to impart quality and non-profitable services. Our members are scholarly educationists from various universities and institutes of repute. Here the faculties, research scholars and students interested in the area of research are given guidance and support in how their work can contribute to the betterment of our present and future generations. Research Culture Society is conducting conferences, seminars, symposiums, workshops, training, and development programs on different themes. Society has organized 100+ educational programs successfully at national and international level in association with different memorandum of understanding and collaboration to organize events. Society is promoting and sponsoring educational events as well as publishing research work in collaboration. The Society also offers membership. The journals associated with Research Culture Society are referred, indexed, and with high impact factor. Society journals are publishing research papers, articles in all major fields and subjects related to sciences, health sciences, engineering, agriculture, pharmacy, commerce, management, social sciences, arts, humanities, education, law and life skills. Journals provide publications and digital identification with a nominal processing charge. Research Culture Society also provides print and online book publications with ISBN. Society invites book publication in all study subjects and categories. Thesis converted into book and conference proceedings publication also available. Research Culture Society arranges special lectures on soft skills, communication skills, personality development, behavior improvement, human resource development, career development, general knowledge improvement, environmental issues, and improvement, etc. in different institutions, colleges, universities, and schools. The Society bestows excellence and achievement awards in different categories as US Awards, SRA Awards. Thank you. For further details, visit our website.
Okay, so that was an introductory video to the institute which is organizing this conference. And next, I would like to call the next keynote speaker, who is Dr. M. Narayani. She is an associate professor and vice chancellor, Harvard University, Zambia, Africa. And she has completed her MSc PhD in biotechnology. At present, she is an associate professor and the vice chancellor at Harvard University of Africa. She had 10 years of teaching experience in various universities and colleges in many countries, including India, Tanzania, Malawi, and Zambia. She has also had the honor of publishing 23 research articles in national and international journals. She has submitted 11 genes at the Gene Bank. She is also an editorial board member in International Journal of Engineering, Science and Management in Malawi and a Knowledge Publishing Group Journal, Canada. She is a reviewer in Research Culture Society, India. She has also received our National Eminent Academic Leader Award 2020 from International Institute of Organized Research, IARTO Young Scientist Award 2018 from International Association of Research and Development Organization, I2OR Bright Research Award 2018 from International Institute of Organized Research for remarkable contribution in the field of technology. So I call upon Dr. M. Naraini for enlightening us with the speech in this conference. So you're invited. The floor is all yours, ma'am.
Thank you. Good morning to everyone. Signing in as Dr. Naraini, Associate Professor and Vice Chancellor from Harvard University, Zambia. Before going to my speech, let me start this conference with the aim of this special international conference to provide an interaction stage for researchers and practitioners from academia and industries to deal with state-of-the-art advancement in their respective fields. So being biotechnologist, I'm very happy to share my research experience related to community and industry in front of all the researchers and academicians who is present here in this floor. We are surviving in the advanced globalizing era, while technological innovations plays an important role in the field. I appreciate the organizing committee of this international conference who came up with this title topic of International Conference on Science, Engineering and Technological Innovations, which is more appropriate than ever before. Why I'm quoting this here, especially in this floor, because past 2 years we were arrested and locked in a particular place, while the entire human beings were not allowed to speak with each other. Even the entire family need to maintain social distance, which is not possible never and ever. But the situation made this possible, which is very hard to breathe. While this is new to other countries, other developed countries, but it is not new to Africa, because I'm here to talk about biotechnology, my field, and also from African context. So Africa met a lot of communicable diseases. For example, African people faced lockdown for 45 days continuously to avoid the spread of malaria and cholera in 2018 to 2019 period. Whatever the serious health problem arises, the solution also find out by the scientific community only. Modern problems needs modern solutions at last. However, the medical field arises worldwide. Finally, biotechnology is the one who is helping, which helps whole human beings from the tension or suspicion and gives relaxation to the current situation. Everyone, as a researcher here, we were aware about the PCR, polymerase chain reaction, which is the test applied for identifying corona positive or negative, which is the biotechnology test. And also COVID vaccine was discovered by Biotechnological Center using rDNA technology. As an educationist, when I came to Africa, I was wondering, because I never seen any biotechnology programs at undergraduate level in Zambia, but we are thinking about research on vaccine. While the vaccine was discovered by developed countries or research-intensive industry-linked scientific innovations in increased countries, they have a lot of life science-based programs. But especially in Zambia, we don't have such life science-based programs. Even we can easily count the number of virologists in the whole country. For example, we have a life science program only in one university, namely University of Zambia, which is the center for the whole country. Meantime, we have a regional veterinary center, a research center, which is the only one center present in the whole Southern African countries. So this kind of technological disparities or imbalance or inequality prevailing between countries and the scientific communities still now. And this floor and this conference is the correct place which helps the researchers and academicians to think how to reduce such technological inequality or imbalance between the developed and underdeveloped countries. Again, I'm emphasizing this point because you see, as the scientists or as the researchers, our concern is mostly depend upon the discovery of innovative new products, but we are failing to address such new products into the field, which creates inequalities between the countries. You know, commercialization was done by industries, and they are the one who increases the production, but being failed to bring such innovative products with affordable to the public. I hope you understand my point. What is my concern? In Zambia, you see, in Zambia, even I'm working as a vice chancellor here. I was about to take my vaccine in the next week only because of the inavailability of vaccine here. Lack of availability of vaccine here. That's why earlier I said this is the place, this floor is the place which helps to think about the inequality between developed and underdeveloped countries, as I'm talking from Zambia. The technology advancement and the scientific innovations are not reaching to the common man easily. For example, let me just compare the developed and underdeveloped, or India and Zambia here. For example, in India, you are recharging every day. I mean, you are recharging for rupees 250 for the whole month. And you are accessing 2 GB per day. I mean, every day for the whole month. While in Zambia, in our case, we are recharging 5 GB for the whole month in the same price. Just imagine you are accessing 2 GB per day the whole month with the same price. And from Zambia, we are accessing 5 GB for the whole month. Just imagine. So, but people from Zambia are using less technological advancement while we are expensing lot of amounts. Even we are at 3G still, but you people were aspiring to get 5 GB currently. So finally, I hope the scientific community helps to reduce this inequality or divide in their scientific innovations and technological advancements. Should work with social concern, with industrial commitments to create equality among communities and countries globally. I thank, as a scientist, my concern is the innovations and innovative products from scientific communities should reach the last person in the public with affordability and accessibility. Together we can. So I hope as a researcher and academicians who all are in this floor, we together can success and achieve the above what together we can through this international conference. I thank the organizing committee, the organizers who provide me an opportunity to share my pain and sorrows with such researchers and academicians who are present in this floor. Thank you one and all. Signing up.
Well, that was a very wonderful speech by Dr. M. Naraini, stating the analysis of comparative study in the technological advancement between the developed and the undeveloped nations, and to talk about the scientific equality and the industrial commitments. So this was a wonderful speech. Thank you, ma'am. Next, I call upon the next speaker, who is Professor Dr. Gagik Swamyam, one of the prominent professor and the scientist recognized by Wikipedia. He's a professor at National Polytechnic University of Romania, advisory at the Ministry of High Tech Industry of Romania, and international expert in nanotechnology in few investment and advisory companies. He's got his PhD in physics in 1996. He had a postdoc at National Taiwan University. He was a visitor professor at the University of Hull, UK, and he is also very renownedly known for his contribution towards being the author and the co-author for more than 50 referred journals and papers, 130 conference papers, 20 patents, 3 books, 1 problem book, and 1 monograph, and chapter in 3-volume textbook, optical nanospectroscopy for European students. He is involved in coordination and advisory of different national and international research and development projects. His most significant research awards are Clean Tech Oscar Award at UNAIDS Clean Tech Open Global Ideas Competition held in 2015 USA, and ARPA Institute Invention Competition Awards held in 2019 and 2014 USA. His current research interests are 2D atomic materials and flexible 2D electronics. So the list goes on and on. And I invite Dr. Gagik to enlighten us with this wonderful speech. And the floor is all yours, sir. Please start presenting. Thank you.
Hello.
Yes, sir, your voice is audible.
Hello, can I share?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just one moment. Hello, can you see?
Yes, yes, it's fine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're
Yes,
audible
yes.
as
Okay.
well. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much for the kind introduction. So the title of my presentation is Two-Dimensional Material Nanostripes, Flatland Challenges and New Opportunities. Thank you very much for the conference organizer for the invitation. And so at the beginning, I want to concentrate on the role of technological innovation. Then I will speak about two-dimensional materials. And then I present the substrate rubbing technology for obtaining 2D material nanostripes. Then I'll focus on the challenging milestones to fabricate large area two-dimensional material devices. So technological innovation is important for developing new materials and fabricating next generation devices and products with improved properties. So development of novel two-dimensional materials with new properties is important for satisfying the fundamental requirements of mankind. Nowadays, most electronic devices are made with silicon, but what comes after silicon? So over millennia, civilization came to graphene and other two-dimensional materials with outstanding electrical, optical, and other properties by progressing through stone, bronze, and iron ages. So now is the age of transition from three-dimensional materials to the atomic materials, which means that we go to flatland and flexibility, and the characteristics of our materials are changing drastically. So let's to stop on the properties of graphene two-dimensional materials, which are very strong and flexibility, which allow us to have flexible electronics. They have best conductor properties, which allow to have high frequency electronics, cheap interconnects. they are ultra thin, which allow to have semi-transparent optoelectronics, large surface area, which allow to have batteries, superconductors, and they are the strongest and lightest, which favor to fabrication of coatings, nanocomposite membranes for water desalination. And here are a few examples of graphene which can change our world. So you can see here bendable mobile phone, touchscreen, bendable chip, bendable electronic paper, flexible paper, watches, bendable watches, fibers, wheel, tennis racket. So which means that graphene and two-dimensional materials can change our world in near future. So welcome to flattened and flexible world. And the first two-dimensional material which was discovered is graphene, which is the thinnest, mechanically strongest, and highest electrical and thermal conductivity material. So it's single atomic layer of graphite for your. So it's if you have 1 millimeter tip of pencil, so it's equal to 3 million graphene sheets, and a piece of paper is equal to 1 million graphene sheets. So beyond graphene, there are many two-dimensional materials which are discovered in. So they are hexagonal boron nitride, molybdenum disulfide, silicon, germanium, borofin, phosphorine, stannum. So, but how to make graphene in an easy method? So we suggested substrate rubbing technology, which allow us, without using gadgets, high temperature, chemicals, sonication, to get graphene very easily. The method compromises putting pristine bulk layered material between two solid substrates and rubbing the substrates against each other. And as a result, we got graphene on the two substrates. So this technology is extremely simple, fast, cost-effective, chemically free, transfer-free, reliable, highly productive, and industrially scalable. So here you can see a few examples of graphene nanorivals which we got. So so here you can see that it's possible to change the form and sizes of these graphene nanostripes. Here are a few example SEM images, and you can see Raman spectra, and also AFM images which show that we can get from 1 layer to 4 layer, which is good result. So here is the comparison of mono and multi-layer graphene IV curves, and also STM and TM images, which allow to see that we have graphene finally. And here are the rubbing conditions. And besides graphene, we also got hexagonal boron nitride nanostripes. You can see here on optical images, and also here Raman spectra, which confirm the existence of these nanostripes. So we also succeeded to get heterostructures, layer by layer stacking, and we succeeded to get vertical and lateral two-dimensional atomic heterostructures. So here is an example of graphene and hexagonal boron nitride nanostripes on silicon substrate. Besides, the technology allowed to bend two-dimensional materials, and you can see that on the edges we can bend the sheets. Also, we can break two-dimensional materials. You can see very easily that they are broken, and also to twist the two-dimensional materials, and all this allow us to change the electronic properties, and so which can have which can have wide application. We got Spanish, EPO, and the US patent for this technology. And at the end, I want to say that technological innovation is important for developing new materials, fabricating new next generation devices and products with improved properties. So we are open for collaboration, and so And at the end, I want to thank Professor Arturo Lopez Quintela and Carlos Vasquez from University of Santiago de Compostela for collaboration. So thank you for your attention.
Okay, well, a very wonderful speech by Dr. Kakix Moonyon, and stating the significance of technological innovations and material change in the world and other methods, you know. With that, we have him as the award winner of Lifetime Achievement Award from RCS Award for the year 2021. This is being presented to Professor Dr. Kakix Moonyon for his notable contribution in the field of science and technological development. Thank you, sir.
Thank you
For
very
a
much.
wonderful speech. So with that, I would like to call upon our next speaker, Professor Amit Parekh. He is the Dean Faculty of Science, Principal of Mehsana Urban Institute of Sciences, Ganpati University, Gujarat, India. Professor Dr. Amit Parekh has received his MSc and MPhil degree in mathematics from Gujarat University, Ahmedabad in the year 1994 and 1998 respectively. He received PhD degree in mathematics from SVNIT, Surat in 2014. He is working as a principal and professor at Mehsana Urban Institute of Sciences, Kolkata University, Kherwa. He is a life member of ISTE, ISTAM, GAMS, FETA, and GGM. He has published 40 research papers in national and international journals, which is remarkable on his part of contribution to the research field. He has presented 13 research papers and delivered more than 15 expert talks at national and international level. He has authored 2 books titled Introduction to Fluid Flow Through Porous Media and Solution of One-Dimensional Groundwater Flow Problems, published in Lambert Publishing House. He is having more than 22 years of teaching experience in UG and PG level. He has guided around 50 PhD students, and 6 students are currently pursuing PhD under him. Professor Parekh received award at state and national level in Srinivasa Ramanujam Mathematics competition for engineering college teachers in national level in the year 2012 and 2013. He received certificates of appreciation from International Forum for Excellence in Higher Education for successfully conducting National Creativity Aptitude Test consecutively for 3 years, 2015, 16, and 17. Dr. Parekh has worked as an editor for Subina of 53rd Gujarat Ganit Mandal Adhiveshan Smarnika, organized by Mehsana Urban Institute of Sciences during 23 to 25 December 2016. He has received national level award for excellence in education from Confederation of Educational Excellence CEE New Delhi on 22nd April 2017, as well as Educational Leadership Award from 25th Business School Affairs and Devang Mehta National Educational Awards on the regional ground as a celebration of 25th Silver Jubilee year in October 2017. The floor is all yours, sir. You can start with your presentation.
Thank you for a wonderful introduction. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me share my screen first. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
So, good morning, one and all present here. myself, Dr. Amit Parikh. I am a Dean Faculty of Science at Mehsana Urban Institute of Sciences, Ganpat University. And here you can see in my first slide, the background is nothing but it is our university campus. It's a very lush green campus located in North Gujarat region, which is very near to Ahmedabad and Gandhinagar. So first of all, I would like to invite all of you to our university campus as and when you visit our Gujarat, India. We will be happy to invite you to our campus. So now I'm moving to my presentation. Today I'm going to talk on importance of research and innovations in science and technology, which is a theme of this conference. So first of all, I must appreciate and congratulate the conference team for organizing such a wonderful conference on science, engineering, and technological innovation. I would like to congratulate all the participants for participating in this conference actively. I am very much thankful to Dr. C.M. Patel, Director, Research Culture Society, Professor Natalia Markham, KR National University, Ukraine, and Dr. Jessica, the convener of this conference, for inviting me to share my views and to be the part of this wonderful conference. I have divided my presentation in two parts. In the first part, I will speak on the need of importance of research in science and technology. And in second part, I would like to discuss on the role of higher educational institutes in promoting research. So let me begin with my first part. Research in science and technology is important for overall prosperity of any developing economy. Scientific research explores for truth and emphasizes clarity of thinking using systematic processes. Technological development translates research outputs into practical applications. The technological advancement and expansion has opened new horizons for the human development. At present, technological advancement is the backbone of the growth of any nation, whether we talk in terms of economic advancement, energy sector, human development, social development, or any educational sector. The best example we can take is the present condition of pandemic. From providing treatment to the patients to the educational sector, we all are relying on the science and technology. We had not imagined this kind of situation of pandemic wherein without technology, life would stand still. The use of technology in education has been understood by the majority of the world today. Moreover, the interconnections of the nation due to globalization has created scope for the developed and developing nations to contribute and take benefit of the advancement in science and technology. Many countries with rich traditional knowledge have opened new doors to research. So the globalization has also boosted the research in science and technology. Another fact that we have to understand is the nature of present trend of research. Now the emphasis is more on multidisciplinary research and interconnectedness of science and technology with other disciplines like economics, philosophy, social sciences, and so on. The intervention of science and technology is inevitable in all areas. For example, the relationship of science and economics. The world is heavily relying on the availability of oil, non-renewable resources, and many activities which contribute to greenhouse gases. The availability of oil, coal, energy are the pillars of the economic progress of the country. But the real challenge is to reduce the impact of these activities on environment. So the need to opt for sustainable development has demanded for clean technology, innovations to use renewable energy resources. In the same way, in law, in matter of detecting the crime, the forensic evidences are very helpful. In environmental offenses, scientific and technological innovations are inevitable. In agriculture, the science and technological innovations play a great role. The plant varieties, the use of biotechnology in farming is due to research in science and technology. Another emerging area is the medical biotechnology and its impact on society. Looking to the present emerging need of interventions of science and technology in all areas, the need for research and innovations in science and technology is very important. The role of higher educational institutes in promoting research. To promote the research activities, the educational institutions involved in imparting education in science and technology should create an environment providing enough scope to the students to meet these needs. The need has been felt to design teaching learning approaches to the higher educations in such a way that the freedom and opportunities to be given to the students for research and innovations in science and technology with interdisciplinary approach. At this juncture, the interactions, conferences to boost the research in science and technology is a step towards achieving this goal. As we know that the Indian higher education system is taking a new curve with the education policy of 2020. We are at the juncture of the transformation of higher education system in India. Our education system has been continuously progressing, and it has always emphasized on the development of research and research aptitude. But since last few years, the need to take concrete steps to promote research has been realized in India and at the global level. In this present scientific age, the research is essential for educational institutes. I hope the knowledge sharing that took place in the present conference will lead us to this goal. Once again, I express my thanks to the organizing team for providing platform to the researchers for sharing their research work and for promoting research. The sharing of experiences and the ideas of research really help the enhancing and promoting research. I congratulate the organizing team and best wishes to all the participants. Thank you very much.
Well, that was a very wonderful speech by Dr. Professor Amit Parekh, stating regarding the importance of research innovation and need and importance of it in the scientific research with the intervention of philosophical conceptualization of social and economical development and the impact of pandemic. So that I think we come to an end to the inaugural session and we head towards a break. So there will be a break and we join back at 1 o'clock again. So thank you for now.